We need to talk about the WNBA and NBA and specifically what it means to be a professional basketball player in each league. The differences are staggering. While an NBA rookie can expect a minimum salary of over $1 million, WNBA rookies make just $76,535. That's right, even Caitlin Clark, the most hyped draft pick in WNBA history, will earn less than some entry-level office jobs. But it goes way beyond just the paycheck. NBA players enjoy luxurious travel with chartered flights, individual hotel rooms, and top-tier facilities. Meanwhile, WNBA players were, until recently, flying commercial often in middle seats and sharing hotel rooms. Can you imagine LeBron James cramming his 6'9" inches frame into a middle seat in economy class? Yet that was the reality for 6'9" inches Brittany Griner and her peers for years. The disparity in working conditions is mind-blowing. NBA players have access to state-of-the-art training facilities, personal chefs, and recovery specialists. Many WNBA teams are just now getting their own dedicated practice facilities. For years, some teams were practicing in local gyms or community centers. This isn't ancient history. This was happening in 2023. Even the business side shows stark differences. In 2023, Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors earned $51.9 million in salary alone, while the WNBA's highest-paid player, Erica Wheeler of the Indiana Fever, made just $242,000.
That means the NBA's top earner made 214 times more than his WNBA counterpart.
And this isn't just a basketball problem, it's a systemic issue in women's sports. Look at soccer. During the 2023 Women's World Cup, female players earned just 25 cents for every dollar their male counterparts made in their World Cup the year before. Yes, that's actually an improvement from 2019, which tells you just how deep this gender discrimination runs. One of the most troubling aspects of the WNBA's structure is how it forces players into a grueling year-round schedule just to earn a living wage. While NBA players can rest and recover in their off-season, WNBA players often have no choice but to head overseas to places like Russia, Turkey, and China to supplement their income. I'm talking about elite athletes having to play 2 full seasons back-to-back, risking their health and safety in the process. And let's be real about the dangers. Brittany Griner's wrongful detention in Russia for 294 days isn't just a cautionary tale. Griner was there for one reason only. She could earn over $1 million playing for UMMC Ekaterinburg, dwarfing her WNBA salary. This system is fundamentally broken. Players shouldn't have to choose between financial security and personal safety, between their health and their ability to earn a living wage. And it's not just about detention risks. Playing year-round increases injury risks, shortens careers, and takes an enormous toll on players' mental health and family lives. Diana Taurasi once called it a never-ending cycle of basketball, and she's right. These women are essentially working 2 full-time jobs, with no off-season to recover, just to earn what many would consider a reasonable salary for a professional athlete. NBA players receive about 50% of league revenue, while WNBA players get only around 20%. The NBA's media rights deal is worth $2.8 billion annually, while the WNBA's is just $60 million. Think about that. The NBA's deal is 46 times larger. NBA players can earn millions in endorsements from their first day in the league. For WNBA players, those opportunities are just starting to open up, largely thanks to trailblazers like Aja Wilson and now Caitlin Clark. Speaking of Clark, her arrival in the WNBA perfectly illustrates these disparities. She just finished a college career where she played in front of sold-out arenas and drew Super Bowl-level TV ratings. Now she's entering a league where her base salary is less than what many NBA players make in a single game. Yes, she'll make millions in endorsements, but she's the exception, not the rule. Most WNBA players won't see anywhere near that kind of outside income. The WNBA doesn't need charity. It needs equity. Its players aren't asking for NBA-level salaries right now. They're asking for fair treatment and appropriate investment in their game. As Kelsey Plum perfectly put it,
"We are not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue, shared."
Okay.
Do you know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
it's not about matching NBA salaries dollar for dollar. It's about fairness in how the revenue is distributed. The current 20% share WNBA players receive compared to the NBA's 50% split isn't just inequitable, it's holding back the entire sport. The infrastructure gap is equally telling. NBA teams have massive support staffs, multiple assistant coaches, player development specialists, analytics teams, and medical staff. WNBA teams operate with skeleton crews in comparison. NBA players have personal security details. WNBA players often handle their own security concerns. NBA teams have dedicated social media teams. Many WNBA players manage their own social media presence. Let's talk solutions. The WNBA needs several things to happen simultaneously. 1. A more equitable revenue sharing model. 2. Increased media coverage and better broadcast deals. 3. More corporate sponsorships and marketing investments. 4. Continued infrastructure improvements. 5. Better base salaries to keep talent from having to play overseas. These aren't just wish list items, they're essential steps toward creating a sustainable professional league where players don't have to choose between their health and making a living wage. Better broadcast deals would mean more exposure, which leads to more fans and more revenue. Just look at how viewership spikes when games are given primetime slots and proper marketing support. Yet, despite these challenges, WNBA players are pushing the sport forward. The league just saw its highest viewership in 21 years, and attendance is up 24% from the historical average. Teams are finally getting better facilities, charter flights are becoming standard, and the next media rights deal could be worth up to $100 million annually. The WNBA Players Union is taking action too, recently announcing they're opting out of their current collective bargaining agreement after the 2025 season. Looking ahead, I'm cautiously optimistic. The success of women's college basketball, with the recent NCAA championship game drawing 18.7 million viewers, proves there's a massive audience for women's basketball when it's properly promoted and supported. The WNBA is expanding to 16 teams by 2028, and with stars like Clark entering the league, we're seeing unprecedented interest in women's professional basketball. The gap between NBA and WNBA players isn't just about money, it's about respect, investment, and opportunity. While we're seeing progress, there's still a long way to go. But with the momentum we're seeing now, I believe we're finally heading in the right direction. The question is, how long will it take for WNBA players to get the professional treatment they've earned?